All right, guys, I'd like to welcome you to our podcast. This is the first podcast we're putting together. It's Retro Games Plus podcast. We're going to be doing it weekly, hopefully, on Fridays, and we'll be having different topics every week. I'm Russ Lyman, and with me is Console Kevin.
Hello. My YouTube debut, kind of.
He works with me at the store here, so we'll probably be having other employees as well.
Whenever they have free schedule,
yeah. Because we have 3 locations. I guess we'll talk a little bit about the store. We're here in the orange location.
We're enslaved by an evil... No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
And we the first location was in Westport. And we just opened up a new location in Newington. That's on the Berlin Turnpike. It's about 3 weeks old, so it's going strong. So we figured this would be a fun thing to do. And yeah, it's pretty fun. So I'll be uploading the podcast as well to my YouTube channel, so you guys can catch us on my YouTube channel, Kevin's channel, and we'll try, for all those other places, Podcast Pickle.
Probably throw it up on the store Facebook now.
Store Facebook page.
Why not?
iTunes.
Anywhere we can span your life with.
Yeah, we're fairly new to this podcast thing, so
I'm ready for all the awkward points where we don't know who's talking when, and my stage presence is 0. So this is going to go wonderfully. I will say so myself.
All right, so I guess that's enough introduction. We could probably jump into the first topic of the discussion.
I don't know if there's anything on your mind that you have off the bat, because I have my little list here that I sent you. Anything on your mind that struck your interest lately?
I looked at the list. I knew maybe some of the things on it.
Some of it. Nothing you saw today.
Some of the other stuff I'm unaware of. So
well, you're lucky for you.
First reaction.
Lucky for you. I will say, me and Russ are probably Nintendo fanboys, but I'm not afraid to rip into Nintendo if I have to, because I love them, but man, do they make me sad sometimes. So I got a couple things jotted down here. We're going to see Russ's opinion, because you don't follow so much current gaming news.
Right, I'm not so much into the new gaming generations. I don't own a PlayStation 3 or 4.
It took you a while to get a Wii U.
I just got the Wii U. Yeah, I don't have any Xbox stuff.
Didn't you think Mario Kart 8 was not coming out on, or you thought it was coming out on 3DS?
I thought it was coming out on the 3DS, so I was like, I could get it on there and not have to buy a Wii U. But then
sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah.
But that's what, come on, that thing is amazing.
I mean, Mario Kart 7 was fantastic, so whatever.
All right, well, actually, you know what? I have on one of my top... I'm going to kill this fly. I have on one of my topic lists, it is just a general introduction, because I don't know if you know well the Wii U selling as a market, do you?
How well it's selling?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the sales increased greatly with the release of Mario Kart 8.
But overall, do you have any idea?
I don't know.
I will say it's been lukewarm. I was actually working at GameStop at the time the thing released. It was actually a very hectic time, because we had no manager. We had me and this kid Evan, because everything just fell apart.
Yeah.
We had no district manager. We had nothing. It was me and Evan running the store.
Okay.
Down in Westport, actually, which ironically is now shut down while Retro Games Plus flourishes. Not to fanboy or take sides, but so November 2011 it came out. Oh, it's 2 years old already. Oh man, I'm feeling old already. So it came out, and me and Evan are there. We're the only 2 people working, because we have nobody else to work with. And we're expecting a giant line. We're expecting people there, because Nintendo was like, "Oh, we're gonna have so much third-party support. We're coming back. We're a hardcore gamer." And we opened up the store, and I didn't expect someone to be there right when it opened, just because nobody wakes up that early in Westport. That's just how it was. And for the first 3 hours, nobody came in the store. Nobody knew the Wii U came out.
Oh, man.
At all. Nobody had any idea except me and Evan, it looked like.
No one showed up. Big
system launch. Nobody knew what was happening. And me and my friend Evan are sitting there like, where's all these people? I know it's not like the big system, but like nobody knew what was coming out.
Right.
We had people coming in buying like old Halos, stuff for their normal Wii. And we would tell them, they're like, "Didn't you know Nintendo had a new system out?" They were like, "No. What do you mean?" It's like, "Oh, it's called the Wii U." And I showed them the box, and they saw the big tablet controller, and they were like, "I don't want a big controller for my Wii. What is this?"
Yeah.
Nobody, and ever since then, I think the name is, I gotta say, I think the name's stupid.
It did confuse a lot of, even I was bringing it up to one of my friends, and we were in conversation, and I was like, so many people don't know that the Wii U is a new system. And she's like,
what's the name?
And she said it's a new system, and I was like, even you, see?
Yeah.
I was like,
Even
it's
if
a
they called it
completely different
Wii-
system.
Wii 2. Put a number on it. Like,
Right.
Even Xbox One has a number. Like, it's backwards, but it has a number. And, I mean, especially uneducated parents in Westport had no idea. And it was in third place for a little while. Not that, and realistically, as long as it makes a profit, they win.
Right.
But, you know, it's come back from Mario Kart 8. But still,
Well, as far as I know,
have it.
Nintendo lost billions of dollars, but they said they're still fine.
They're still fine. They're sitting on like 30,
So
35
because they
years of
did
straight
sell
profits.
a ton of Wiis when the Wii came out. I remember
They did.
waiting for my Wii at Best Buy overnight
Mario Kart.
and getting it. No, the first games I got was Zelda Twilight Princess.
Oh, first Wii.
The
See where I'm even
the first
confused now.
Wii. The
I'm
first
thinking you're
Wii.
talking about the Wii U still.
I didn't have to wait out for Mario
No.
Kart 8. We just went to Target. They had them.
Yeah.
So that was fine. But yeah, the original Wii I was talking about.
I mean, that Wii money's protecting me. That was the world's most successful dust collector ever.
The Wii U.
No, the Wii. Everyone got that thing. Mom bought that to play
Right.
Wii Sports. Want to play Wii Sports with the kids. I remember my mom brought it home on Super Bowl Sunday, the year the first Wii came out. I have to specify because Wii U makes it sound like I'm stuttering. And all I did was play boxing on the thing.
Right, right.
I didn't care about anything. And I think Wii Sports was like the first game we had for like 3 years.
Imagine for me. I mean, one of the most selling games was the Wii Play
Right.
because it came with an extra remote, and it's like,
think
why
that-
spend $30 on a remote when I could spend $20 on a game and get a remote?
Even the Remote Plus when that came out. I don't know if you remember the game Fling Smash that came out.
No.
Nobody does. That's the thing.
Nope,
and I was
never heard of
working when they released the Wii Remote Plus.
Okay.
And it came with Fling Smash. And everyone that bought Fling Smash with the remote traded in Fling Smash right after they were done buying it, and they just got the remote.
Oh, okay.
But it just goes to show people bought the Wii for Smash Brothers, Mario Kart,
Yeah.
and you know Wii Sports if you were feeling like that. But the problem that's killing the Wii U is it has that reputation from the first Wii
Yep.
of just being for little Johnny and little. I'm gonna
I
go
mean,
with Daisy.
they're trying to make it for, a family system where they integrated the gamepad where you can play the game while mom and dad want to watch TV.
which is great and all, but that's a big expensive tablet to manufacture.
I
And
know.
all they've done is mirror the TV, which I like. I have no problem with that.
I mean, I think maybe if it came out 10 years ago, yeah. But now,
people couldn't fathom
like,
tablets 10 years ago.
I'm just saying, like, kids nowadays, like, everyone has a TV in their room.
Yeah.
They're going to have the Wii U set up in their room, so they're not going to need I want to watch TV, or they're going to...
Well, the other misconception people had when it came out is people thought that it was a new system. I got this from one parent. She was very
Okay.
confused, where she thought it was a new system that allowed you just to play the Wii games on the little thing. And she was confused. She's like, well, I have a TV for that. What do I need? I'm like, I was trying to sit down and explain to her that, but you play Mario off the TV, on the gamepad, so you can use the TV. She's like, I have a TV in every room. I'm like, all right, man, you're missing the point. Look, it's just new.
Right.
And I got over it. It's just, the Wii U is struggling because I don't even think Nintendo knows what to do with it.
Right.
I love the thing. And anyone that has it loves it. I can tell you that much. It's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where the only people that haven't tried a Krabby Patty are the ones who hate it. Where all my friends came over and played it. Even my friend who's a Sony fanboy will not touch anything that he's never played in his life.
Yeah.
Will sit down and play Mario Kart with me.
Okay.
But to anyone that has never touched it, it doesn't appeal to them. They could care about Mario and Zelda.
I mean, the only reason I ended up picking it up, I did wait, a few years before it came out. I really wanted to get it because I heard about it, and I just couldn't justify spending the money. I ended up buying a 3DS to hold me over, and I waited a full year.
Love that 3DS.
And yeah, I love the 3DS. It was cheaper. It was only $160 I got it for. And the only reason I bought the Wii U is because of the Mario Kart bundle they did. It just seemed like a better deal. You got Mario Kart 8 with it. You got a wheel. You got another controller. And you got a free game when you registered
wheel?
Mario Kart 8. You got a wheel, yeah.
You got a little wheel, the Wii U?
It's a red and blue one to match the remote that came with it. It has a Mario on it.
I think
So you got all those things. So I was like, all right, well, that's a deal. I'll buy it now.
Which is, I mean, it's still not even that expensive for a new system. At least $300, I think.
Right. I mean, compared against to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Which has a camera that stares at you in your sleep, but that's okay. If you're into that.
So, I mean, the sales are obviously going to spike again for Christmas with Smash Brothers coming out.
I was just going to say, do you think Smash Brothers is going to save it?
I mean, the main titles that Nintendo comes out with haven't really hit the system yet. They have to come out with a Smash Brothers, a new Zelda game, maybe another Pikmin or something like that.
And you're right, but the thing is, Pikmin was supposed to be out when the thing came out.
Okay.
And it just disappeared for a while for whatever reason. And when it came out, what did it have? New Super Mario Bros. U. Right. Which...
It's just like a rehash of...
I'm all for side-scroller Mario.
Right.
In fact, I'm guilty, even being the Nintendo fan I am, when I saw that, I was like, how is that going to sell your system? Right. I was like, it's a side-scroller Mario. Everyone saw it, but I picked it up and played it. I was like, this is amazing. I love it. But to anybody else, you know, it's not going to sell them on it. Mario Kart should have been there when it came out, you know. And a lot of companies like EA and Ubisoft, actually Ubisoft just said they're not going to support it anymore, other than Just Dance and games for the kids. Right. You know, and all they really have left is, I think, Koei Tecmo with like Hyrule Warriors, Dynasty Warriors. Right. Namco loves them. You know, they actually developed Smash Brothers. I don't really know who else is on board. It's like Nintendo's got to fend for themselves right now. They got nobody who wants to help them.
Well, because they kind of did it to themselves, making the gamepad. No third-party developer really wants to work around rewriting their game to work with the gamepad, whereas with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you just change some code and it's an easy fix and quick cash.
In theory, it should work. The gamepad has the same buttons the other controllers do. It just has a screen in the middle of it. Right. You know, you look at the Pro controller. Even if like we were saying, even if it just mirrored the TV and I could play off it. Right. Fine. I think what really did it is even before when the Wii, even though the Wii printed money, no doubt, made so much money. But what came out for it? You know, My Sims, Lego Star Wars. I mean, Lego's cool, but you know, little games where, you know, hardcore developers like EA and Activision were just like, I don't care. You know, I think it burnt them. So I think Smash Brothers is going to save them. It just Nintendo needs to stop being so stubborn with their publishing and be friends. Make games for me, please. So I don't know. That's what I think about the Wii. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to it.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much touched on everything, yeah.
All right. Let me see what else I got on my little list here. I guess instead of Nintendo, we'll switch over a little bit, because like we talked about this before, you have little... It's going to involve Nintendo a little bit. I'm going to bring some comparison into it. I don't know how much you follow Sony and what they're up to. You're older than me. I don't know by how much, but you remember the early to mid '90s. Okay. What was the brand of everything you had?
What do you mean? What do you like? Clothes or like
any electronic? Any electronic in your house? What was it?
Like Sony.
It was Sony.
Yeah.
Right now, Sony is struggling bad. Their PlayStation's doing amazing, no doubt.
Okay. But other electronics,
they're doing terrible. They just posted. What'd they expect? 50 billion yen.
Okay.
Lost.
Which
is, I don't know, I can't remember what to translate. I think it was like 500,000 American. I'm going to be totally wrong, and if somebody in the comments is going to be like, your math is wrong. But to their investors, they missed the mark. They, instead of 50 million, they're losing, or what did I say? 5 million, whatever it was. They're, in American, they are projected to lose $2.1 billion this year. As of September, not even the whole fiscal year, which was April or September.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. My question, pretty much to you, is: do you even think there's going to be a PS5? Do you think Sony's even going to be around in a couple of years? And
I'm sure they'll still be around, but whether they're going to, release a PlayStation 5 in the next, 4, 5, 6 years.
Better not be that soon.
I doubt it. I mean, probably all their other products, TVs,
everything. They sold off their computer division.
All that stuff. There's so many more competitors now out there that can make it cheaper and more affordable for the consumer. They're just going to go for that instead. You have to look at your Walmarts and Targets that carry, you know, the off brands. And
I'm fine with an off-brand. It plays Mario Kart. I'm happy.
if you want to get a 3D TV from Sony, you know, it's going to cost you, whatever,
use 3D
$1,400 or something.
Do you use a 3D TV?
I don't have a 3D TV
No,
now.
I don't know anybody that does.
But, like, if you get an off-brand 3D TV, you could probably get one for, you know, $500 or something, and then buy a PlayStation 4.
And the reason this brings in Nintendo is because, again, not to sound like I'm fanboying, even though I am one, is because all my friends who are Sony fans, they keep telling me Nintendo's in trouble, the Wii U's selling like crap. And just to put it into perspective, I think it was March. As a whole corporation, you got to remember, Sony's not just in Japan. They're in America, they're in Germany, they're in everywhere. And they do not just PlayStation, TVs, electronics, used to be computers, phones. As a whole global corporation, they had, this is in March, I believe.
Yeah.
I think $12 billion, which to you and me, we could retire off that. We would have great, you know, I'd buy this whole store. I don't think Chris would like that, but Nintendo had 14 billion. So Nintendo doing one thing have more money
than
Sony has altogether.
Yeah.
So to put that in perspective, going back to the Wii U sales is, man, Sony is in trouble, and it baffles me, and it comes back to Nintendo again because they're doing bad now.
Right. They can only go up from here.
They can
so
only
to
go
say.
up. And
they haven't released their, you know, the big guns or whatever, so to say.
I didn't see anything at E3 from Sony that impressed me other than Uncharted 4. Yeah,
Okay.
I love Uncharted. I don't know if you saw anything. I don't even know if you watched another conference other than Nintendo's.
I tried to watch some of them just to kind of see what was going on.
Did anything impress you from
I mean,
anyone else?
Me not having the systems, you know, I wasn't that interested
Just
into
a look,
them.
just a peek. See
Yeah.
Temptation on the other side, Russell.
That's. I mean, the only thing I saw was Sony trying to take a hit at Xbox and Microsoft
They've
there.
been going back and forth, though. I honestly see it like right Twix and left Twix fighting.
It's almost like they're just going at it, and Nintendo's just like, okay,
Nintendo's
whatever.
in the corner just rocking back and forth. I don't see Sony being around, at least as a whole company, for if they don't fix something, unless PlayStation like sells itself off.
Right.
Which is funny because there wouldn't be a PlayStation, as we all know, without Nintendo being those ego-filled people that they are and telling them off at the stage, the CDI, if you remember. History lesson.
Okay.
All right.
New topic.
Going more back to Nintendo, because I have a feeling this is going to turn into a very Nintendo-centric podcast. Whether we like it or not, it's going to happen.
Okay.
And this one I'm going to ask you because you just got your replacement 3DS.
Yeah.
You had your...
I had the regular 3DS, the Fire Red one, I think it's called, maybe.
I love that one so much better than that.
And I was very skeptical to upgrade to an XL just because of the size fitting in my pocket. Everyone's like, the 3D's better,
Is
it's
that a 3DS
nicer.
in your pocket, Russell? Or?
Honestly, I don't put it in my pocket as much as the other one. I like the compact regular version. But I still enjoy it. I got the Mario Luigi Dream Team.
Which you still need to play.
Which stinks because I had bought the game at launch, beat it, and then I got the system with the game installed
Why
in
didn't you
it.
get a different bundle then? Or was that just what was available?
I just thought it was cheaper than all the other special systems for whatever reason. It was like $20 cheaper. I don't know why. I was going to get the Yoshi one,
play a new game?
but whatever.
All right. Well, the reason... And you got your XL, and I'm sure you love it, which you just spent money on.
Yeah.
Which came out last year. If you really think about it, the 3DS XL is not that old. And Nintendo just announced the new 3DS. Because that's not the worst name ever again. Nintendo has a naming problem. We need to call up Reggie Fils-Aimé and Iwata and...
They're on the new kick with the new Super Mario Brothers.
Well, I mean, new Super Mario Bros. Is not new anymore. So, there's the name problem right there. The new 3DS is coming out, and it's not a new system, really. Ish.
It's an upgraded hardware, I saw.
Which is a problem, because there's going to be exclusive games for it.
Right.
That only play on this. So, my first question is, do you think it's still going to play normal DS games? Because if it doesn't, I'm out. I have too much of a big DS.
I wouldn't see why it wouldn't.
Because Nintendo's stupid and I love them still. But they will. That's why.
I hope not. Obviously, that would parents would be probably baffled and like, I just bought this system. Why doesn't it play
And going back
these
to
games?
GameStop again, when the 3DS came out, that was too much for parents to handle. They were like, "There's a DS and a 3DS. Where's the 2DS? I don't understand." They thought there was the 3 meant it was a third DS. They couldn't comprehend that. Then it got more confusing with the XL. You'd think it wouldn't be a problem, but parents are asking me, "Where are the 3DS XL games?" And mind you, not all parents follow what their kids want. So, you know, once I just told them XL was extra large, light bulb went off. Then the 2DS came out. Couldn't, no. They were like, what's a 2DS now? I thought the thing before the 3DS played in 2D. That's 2DS. And me and Evan happened to explain to everybody, no. 2DS is just, it plays in...
It plays the 3DS games, but in 2D.
And they were like, do you mean the graphics are 3D? Or does it still... I don't... And they couldn't handle it. Parents just can't handle anything new that comes out. And once we finally got the usual customers figuring it out, what 2DS was, you know, they handle. I got out of there before 3D, the new 3DS. I've been, you know, obviously I've been here for a year. But I can only imagine right now, new 3DS titles, they're gonna be like, what does my new 3DS play? Where are the new 3DS?
We even with us here at Retro Games, because we're gonna have used new 3DSs.
Do you want a new 3DS? Do you want a new 3DS? Do you want to use new 3? Oh, I can't.
So
there's a video by Paul Rogg, the master.
I did watch it.
He nailed that right on the head. I really should
fake calling GameStop. Yes.
I love his videos. He's a living meme. I love that guy. But I don't know. What do you think about this thing? Since it's a half new system after you've just spent money on a brand new XL.
So now I have to trade in or trade mine before it loses value. I'm gonna have to hold one and see. I mean, it has that extra C stick.
It's got the new.
And it has trigger buttons or something.
Well, it goes buttons? like the classic controllers where it has the L and R, ZR and ZL. So you have like, I don't know. I don't even like that setup because I feel like
because now I don't know how that's gonna feel in your pocket too. Like,
they said it was gonna be. It's minusculely thicker. I think it's a couple millimeters thicker.
Okay.
Kind of like how Apple's like, look, it's so much thinner. They went thicker because Nintendo's the Apple of the video game world. Let's just admit it. I don't get it because Xenoblade. Excuse me, this energy drink is getting to me. I really feel like you could fit Xenoblade Chronicles on a normal 3DS. I haven't played it because I don't have $90 to kill at GameStop, or I think we have it there, but I'm not gonna say. But that is the point being is, I feel like if they shrunk the game down, even if it was a condensed version of Xenoblade, you really could have fit it on that cartridge. Make the draw distance a little less, throw in some N64 style fog, it could have worked out. I really feel like I don't see yet. I mean, my mind's probably going to change once I really feel like it has a point.
Yeah.
And what did they say? Xenoblade's coming out for it in what, Monster Hunter 4? I think you need to play it.
Not sure. I mean, I guess everything's in Japan right now, so.
Oh, in Japan. They get all the cool stuff. But like, for right now, I think Monster Hunter 4, I think they said would work if you had the Circle Pad Pro, which I don't have because there's like 2 games that support it still.
But they did say, I heard that the Circle Pad Pro will not work with the new 3DS.
So they're gonna. Well, I would hope it wouldn't because they have that little nub. And speaking of that nub, I didn't even know that was an analog stick when I looked at it. They put out the thing. It looked like a little.
An extra.
It looked like a Game Boy Advance start button.
Right.
I didn't know what it was, and the placement of it is so awkward. It's like over the buttons. Like the Wii U gamepad, it has it like off and to the side, so it feels natural. But this is like over the buttons, and I feel like when I tap Y and B or Y and X when I'm over there, it just does not look comfortable yet. I do like the Famicom buttons though. The Super Famicom buttons. Did you see that?
Oh no, I didn't notice that.
It's got colors.
I do like that they switched the where you put the game is now on the bottom.
See, I like that better because when it's in my pocket and me having large legs, like if I go to like bend over, like Fire Emblem will pop out of my pocket.
Well, even just playing the game and you have your index fingers on your trigger buttons. Sometimes you might just tap it.
I have not had that problem.
Yeah. And then if you didn't save your game.
I do like where they move the stylus though, because I hate it being by the cartridge right now.
Where do they move it to?
I think it's like slightly over. it's like a little better, but like it being right next to the cartridge slot, I can't. I'm like a white girl right now. I can't even when I have to go reach over and grab the stylus.
Right.
It's just not. Oh no, it goes inside. I think it goes inside again, like the XL does.
Yeah.
You know, so you can just be like,
Just pull it out, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it. And the name New implies like it's just a stupid name again.
It's gonna be a confusion.
Nintendo loves ooh sounds.
It's gonna. Parents aren't gonna know. I mean, what is this? The release date? It's supposed to be like
next
holiday.
year.
Next year,
I think. I don't even know.
Because they're gonna ask on their Christmas list or whatever.
I want a new 3DS. We just got you a 3DS.
So they're just gonna get them a brand new 3DS.
And I feel like the name's gonna kill sales if anything.
Just call it the Super 3DS.
I Super
easier.
Ultra Master Poca 3DS. Call it Poca 3DS. The faceplates are cool. I like those faceplates. Did you see those?
What are you face?
Remember how Game Boy Micro had like little faceplates you can do?
Yes.
So instead of buying special editions, I'm sure there's gonna be special edition faceplates. You can like take it off and slap something on.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's ones for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire remakes coming out. They're gonna be made of suede.
Okay.
So like
interesting.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna get it dirty and like spill something on it. It's gonna look gross.
I think of suede. I don't think of Pokemon.
I don't know. Pokemon's for players, yeah. Why not? It's just I hate that. I really no. My other prediction, and I'm calling this now because nobody else has said it, but I feel like it's gonna happen. I'm predicting a Game Boy Light situation, where it's like a weird, awkward in between, and they're just like, I guess I'll put it out maybe, and then only in Japan, and then it never comes here. So then I see Xenoblade being shrunk down onto a 3DS cartridge,
right?
In Japan, just having this awkward hybrid like.
Because I didn't even see anything at E3 about this.
No, they announced it at Tokyo Game Show? PAX. Internet? They released on the internet, that's all I know. I saw
it was just like, boom, new 3DS.
That name is going to kill them, you know? Because it's going to be the thing where parents are going to go buy it for Christmas. They're like, do you guys got any new 3DS? And they won't even say it. I'm sure parents are just saying, hey, do you have a 3DS? They're going to assume it's new, it's in a box.
Right.
So guy at Walmart's just going to be like, regular 3DS.
Or even the people that work at these stores, are they going to know that they're talking about the newer system of the new 3DS?
No.
And is there going to be a new 2DS?
And actually, this is a good segue into my next topic, because it involves the new 3DS, the Amiibos.
Okay.
I didn't put that on the list. I thought of it right now. So it's not really
on the fly.
The new 3DS. Apparently, I think on the old 3DS, somebody said you're gonna have to buy a little platform for the Amiibos, like Skylanders-ish.
Okay.
And I don't even know what these Amiibos are for yet, honestly.
All I know is you can use them in Smash Brothers.
How?
You can use I just saw them use the Mario. This is with the Wii U.
Mario's already in the game.
He's already in. I don't know, but it's a special.
Unless it's like a thing that saves your stats or something. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure.
I still don't know what this Amiibo thing is.
I mean, they look cool as heck to just buy and put on your shelf.
That's probably what I'm going to end up doing if I buy it.
I want to pick up probably 4 of them.
You're gonna have the Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad right on your shelf. I know, and Jess is gonna look at you like you're crazy.
I'm getting Samus.
Oh, that's right. They have Samus.
Samus and Link.
They have Lucario.
Who?
The Pokemon.
I don't know who that is.
Do you play? You have the Smash demo, right?
I have
the
Smash
blue
demo.
Anubis-looking Pokemon thing.
You only get 4 characters in the Smash demo.
You're missing. He's still there. Duck Hunt Dog is there. If you noticed him, you can notice Lucario.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. I still don't know. Anyway, so on the new 3DS, supposedly you're going to pop the character on the bottom screen. It's going to have like a built-in platform for them. So I guess they're really banking on this Amiibo thing, which I'm never going to use. I can see it already happening. I'm never going to touch it. At least not for games.
I mean, they're almost too far behind to jump on the train where Skylanders has been out for years now.
I don't think Disney Infinity is even picking up.
Disney Infinity just came out maybe, like a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I remember getting flyers for it at my movie theater job, and we were handing them out to people who bought tickets to any kids movie. And I was kind of looking at
toys?
Just a little flyer,
oh.
and it shows the toys, and these are what you can, buy and use.
And you had to pick up the flyers after they're done.
And then people threw them out. No one wanted them. Even here at the game store, we've been open since September. I want to say 21st, 2013.
I remember that date very clearly.
And we just got in our first Disney Infinity figures like this past weekend. So either people are hanging on to them or no one's getting rid of them.
I've heard Disney Infinity is better than Skylanders just because there's more to do. And I mean, you can play as Marvel people, so...
Right, they're releasing a lot newer ones with Marvel, I think the Avengers.
I don't even think Spyro's in Skylanders anymore. I think they just kind of like...
Well, he was like the
I think they put it out there to
into
like sell the
Hey,
thing.
remember Spyro? He's in this thing.
Maybe.
Dragons are cool, right?
Dragons, yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have How to Train Your Dragon. Like,
Baby's First Skyrim. There you go. Done. Actually, I think when I was working at GameStop, we called it Baby's First Diablo. That's how, when we had actually a couple dads that came in and that played like video games and they had their kids like go buy Lego because mom wouldn't let them play anything M-rated. And when we showed them Skylanders, because we had to, I think we called it Baby's First Diablo, and they were like, "Sold! Give me the whole pack!" Like,
yeah.
So they sold like crazy, but I don't know. They say you can use them in Mario Kart too, right?
The amiibos?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I remember them saying Mario Kart, and I just don't know what they're going to be used for.
I mean, I guess it would be cool if it saves some sort of stats, so it's kind of like a memory card, and you go to your friend's house to race or something.
I think they said for Mario Kart, this is the one I remember. I still don't know what Smash is going to do. Is you remember playing Time Travels on Mario Kart 64, right?
Right.
I think the way you race, it like makes a ghost, so you can race your ghost. I think, but when I bring my amiibo to my friend's house or do I send the day? I don't really. I still, I lost my train of thought because I don't even know. But that's really the other feature of the new 3DS, and it's going to be on Wii U too. The amiibos.
Right. You have to use the Wii U gamepad. I guess it has a sensor on the left there.
Yeah, it's that little card icon that nobody's used for anything yet.
Right.
Except for Pokemon Rumble U, which I haven't played. Have you played that?
No.
Again, too many figures. I don't want to buy them. And you know what? I guarantee you there's going to be like a Metal Mario. I'm calling it again. Metal Mario figure that's going to be released like in New York, Nintendo World. There we go. Words. And you can only get it there, and it's going to be on eBay for like $500 the next day. Guarantee it.
And it will be made out of metal.
Calling it now. Mark it in the comments. It's going to happen. Also, by the way, any of your thoughts, please feel free to agree, disagree, argue with us, say we have no lives, do whatever you want in the comments. Spread the love. I really just have no idea what amiibo. Do you think they're going to have me amiibos?
Like maybe you can get your own
like you can put your face on them?
That would be kind of cool, I guess.
That would sell me. If I could make a me amiibo, I would be sold.
There's companies now that you can get your own action figure. And you give them a picture, they 3D print it, and you get your face on a figure.
Possibilities are endless right now.
I can see. I mean, it would be even easier to make a me amiibo because they're more cartoony.
I can't wait to Smash for that. I'm going to make so many stupid characters.
So
Reggie Fils-Aimé is the first person I'm making. His body is ready, man. Alright, I got nothing else on amiibos. I still don't know what they do. I'm over it. I'm going to move on.
Fair enough.
Alright. What do we have for audio?
We're at 35.
35. Okay, good. I still got a whole list to go. Alright. Minecraft. You've played Minecraft. No?
I haven't played Minecraft.
You are living under a rock, sir. Your giant mushroom car has been putting you in a ditch.
I've seen videos.
You've seen, alright, you know Minecraft.
Gameplay.
You know it's been out for years.
Yeah.
You know it's on everything but Nintendo systems. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, it's on Vita, it's on 360, it's on Xbox One, it's on PS4, it's on PC. All these versions are out there, and for some reason, Microsoft has decided to go scoop them up. So we're never getting a Wii U port, first off, to be the Nintendo fanboy that I am. But why? Like, it's on everything. I don't know. There was a rumor that it was actually going to come to Wii U.
Okay.
And I can see how that... you've never played it, so this is going to be hard to explain to you. There's a whole complex inventory management on it, and it's really clunky. Even I have it on PlayStation. And you have to like, open a menu, drag it to like this thing to combine things to make them together. And gamepad, pop them over.
3DS, I'm sure.
It would have been perfect. It's on Android, so touchscreen integration already there. It's on iPhone too for all you special people that have iPhones for us. I don't understand. It's been out for, I would even guess 8 years because I don't even remember when it came out.
Okay.
Whenever I saw the first backpack in Walmart, I said, "What is that?" But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen now.
So Microsoft's trying to pick it up.
They have it. It's confirmed.
Okay.
They bought the whole thing. It's just, I don't know. You're a manager. You know something about business. Something.
I mean, they obviously know it's making tons of money.
But it's already made its money is the problem.
But I don't think it's going to go anywhere really soon because so many, I know the younger generation is so obsessed with it. It's They have like Minecraft birthday cakes.
They have Minecraft. They have Minecraft Legos. Minecraft is virtual Legos, and now it's come full circle.
Right.
And they're expensive. They're.
I see the swords and the pickaxes at like Target.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Halloween costumes as people as creepers and stuff like that.
The issue being is that it's on everything already. Everyone, unless you're Russ, has played Minecraft on something. It's just now that they picked it up, like they're way too late in the game. What are they going to do with it? And I want my Wii U port. I'm never going to get it now, Russ.
We'll never have.
I'm never going to have a Wii U port. I have to play it on PlayStation, which I'm fine with. I don't have a problem with Sony. Don't kill me. I don't know. Just what I can't imagine why you would buy something so late in its life cycle and make it now. So, which means you know that Microsoft has it. There's going to be a Minecraft too.
Unless they approached the makers early on and they declined.
Well, I think that's what happened is Notch is his name. Or I don't know. His nickname's Notch. It's all
okay.
I think, and this is kind of noble of him, and I'll give him points. Is that he didn't want to be so in control of something so big anymore.
Right.
He hates big companies. So, welcome to Retro Games Plus, Notch. We welcome you here. Is that he actually went to Microsoft and said, I don't want it anymore, you can have it. But the problem is being now, I can't wait till online-only Minecraft comes out. It's going to be great. It's going to be terrible. Is that Minecraft 2 is definitely inevitable then. Because they're going to want to make their own sequel that's not on anything else other than your 360 and your Xbox One.
Right.
And that's not a sequel game. Have you ever played it?
I mean, I've seen gameplay and all that, but I don't know how you would come up with a sequel because you can do everything already in the game.
People have made Super Mario Brothers in Minecraft. So
I mean,
there you go.
I know
game
people made like replicas of like the Starship Enterprise. You could walk around.
Some guy made a full-blown Death Star in Minecraft, like fully scaled, every room from the movies.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
That's probably why I don't want to get into it.
No.
To consume my life.
It's kind of like, all right, when the first Pokemon came out, you were around for that. I don't know if you played the first generation or not. Pretty much everyone had Pokemon.
Okay.
So when everyone has your product, who do you give it to? Is the problem. Now everyone has it already.
Everyone already bought it.
So now
who are you going to sell to?
Right. I don't see it going well. I don't see why it came out so late. It's kind of like, all right, let's use it this way. Everyone has the 3DS already. So what do? Make a new 3DS that has no point. There you go. That's the only thing you can do.
Just put exclusive games on it so you have to buy it.
One exclusive game, Xenoblade, which, anyway. Moving on. Back to Nintendo Land because, well, not Nintendo Land, the game, because I hate that game, honestly.
I never bought it, no.
You never got it. Do not get it. There's one good minigame on it, and that's the Metroid one. And if you really love F-Zero, it'll kill your love for F-Zero, because there's one game where you tilt it, and it's like, so slow. F-Zero's about speed, and I just knocked the table. Alright, so, in Mario Kart 8, you've seen the DLC for it, have you not?
Yeah.
Any interest in the DLC at all?
I will say, I did purchase it.
What?
But because
I killed the point I was gonna make.
I did. Well, when I bought the Mario Kart 8 bundle, I got a free game, which I bought the new Super Mario Brothers U. I got as my free game, and then when you registered that on Club Nintendo, if you went, I forget what website, but then you get $5 e-credit too. So I used
really
that.
Missed out on this market.
So that was another $5 I saved. So I used that towards the download content.
Which pack did you get? Or did you get
I was gonna get just the Link one.
Oh, they have yet, or is it like pre-ordered?
No, it's like pre-order. If you pre-ordered, you got special
the ads
color.
are so in your face. Like,
I know.
I feel like it's out.
It's on the gamepad. It's like pre-order now. So I was only gonna get the Link, but I don't follow Animal Crossing at all.
You're missing out.
But it did say you get like 8 extra tracks.
If you wanted something that consumes your life, play Animal Crossing. It'll consume your life for
I think
like 3
I played
weeks.
it maybe twice on the GameCube, and Jessica kind of dabbles in that.
I have a whole room dedicated to my stuff. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is, how do you even feel about downloadable content? I feel like Mario Kart, first of all, it's annoying on the menus, I will say. It's buy now, look at all these packs, there's 16 tracks. 16 tracks, I can't even touch it. So even if I bought them, I don't even get to play them yet.
Right.
But that game had so much content in it already, other than the battle mode being subpar.
And then they gave you the free Mercedes-Benz upgrades.
Alright, free DLC I'll take, because you give me something for free, I'm not going to say no to you unless it's poison. But first off, it's not even Mario Kart anymore because you got Link, and as much as I'm a Zelda fan, I love Zelda. But you got Link in it. I think Captain Falcon's a character now, and you get a Blue Falcon if you want.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're opening it up. They're pretty much...
It's Nintendo Kart now.
They see how well Smash does with all this
Super
crossover.
Smash Drivers. Why don't we make that? Why hasn't that come out yet? DLC. It's just, I feel like everything's getting downloadable content now without the game being finished. And, I mean, you're primarily a Nintendo customer, right? So you never really...
Right, I never dealt with any downloadable content.
I think Mario Golf was the first 3DS game I really did. I don't even know if you bought Mario Golf, did you?
No.
I'm not a big golf fan, but I got it for my birthday. Why not?
But I kind of hear with people coming in the store and this and that, and with all the Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, there's so much download content and extra packs you can get, guns.
There's more downloadable content in some games than actual game on the disc.
Right.
I remember going back to my GameStop. Back in my day, GameStop. Max Payne 3 came out, a game I was so hyped for, and I still love that game. And for some reason, nobody's playing it.
Okay.
It had a season pass. Season pass is first off for like the scum of the year in the DLC world, because that's like if you buy this now, we might make stuff for it later, maybe. So you pretty much pre-purchase all the packs before they come out.
Okay.
And on the first day it came out, there was an additional pack. So not only is there a promise for stuff to come out, on the first day it came out, additional content. There's already stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I just paid $60 for a game that has like $30 worth of stuff somewhere in the interwebs.
Yeah.
That I can't touch. I don't want pure innocent Nintendo to fall into this trap where, I mean, I'll give it that they're doing it right, where I got enough out of Mario Kart 8. Not that I'm not playing anymore, but 8, 12, 16, 32 tracks. That's a lot for one game. You got a lot of characters, even though I will say the baby characters are useless. The Koopa kids were a little excessive. Pink, Gold, Peach, Y. There's a lot of characters. Did I need more? No. And they're how much is it for a pack? Do you remember?
I think it was $7.
It's not terrible. There will be
So.
Battlefield will charge you $15 for a gun. So
The way I see it is, I honestly haven't picked up Mario Kart 8 in a good couple weeks and played it.
well, that's because you won't play with me anymore because you hate me.
I'm terrible at it.
Whatever. Tina destroys us all. Tina play.
So I spend this $14, and when the packs come out, because they're due to release, I believe Christmas and the Animal Crossing is until like April or something.
I just can't believe they want me to pay for it before it's even out. I mean,
mean,
like, go ahead and tease me and say, "Oh, it's coming out. It's fine," but don't.
So yeah, I mean, it gives me this opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to pick this game back up, and it's going to be like a fresh, brand new game. Here's these 8 tracks I never raced before. Let me hop back online, race with my friends, just to get more life out of the game.
And that's where DLC started. I remember when it became a big thing. I think it was Call of Duty. That's the perpetrator of it all. And your mindset right now is exactly what it should be. But I really feel like it's getting to the point where you're ordering pie at a restaurant and you're getting half a pie. And they're like, if you want the rest of the pie, you got to pay me $10. I don't know. For me, I think it's getting a little out of hand. And
they bring you an empty pie. Hey, you want the blueberries?
That's kind of how Battlefield 4 was, honestly.
It's extra.
I haven't played Battlefield 4, but my friend has it, and I counted up. There was $80 worth of DLC before the game even came out on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I really don't want Nintendo to fall into it. Like Smash Bros. I'm so fearful that there's going to be some like hilariously funny character that I have to pay for.
Right.
And it used to be, the best example I have is Spider-Man on PlayStation 1. I don't know if you ever played that.
I think we had it set up as a demo.
Best Spider-Man game still. You can get a whole list of costumes that you unlock from just playing the game. That's how you got your $60 out of the game back then. You played it, and there's a suit that gives you invisibility. There's one that gives you invincibility. There's one that makes you weak. You play as Peter Parker. No web, which you need to play in the game. So you have to like just jump from building to building. And that's how you get it. And I feel like Smash Bros. Is going to fall into this trap where Mario without his hat, $1.
Right.
Smash is... I'm going to curse the game by saying this, and I'm so sorry, everybody. Smash is a perfect breeding ground for spamming DLC in your face.
I would imagine so, and with such We're in the electronic age where everything is linked up to, you know, our PayPal or this and that.
Link, get it? It's funny. DLC.
And it's just so easy to do, like, oh, you know, I want that cool costume. Okay, boom, $1 here.
You used to be able to unlock that. That's
right.
the thing. I'm really scared that. I really hope it doesn't taint Smash Brothers because, like Lucas hasn't been announced yet. I don't know if you ever played as Lucas, did you?
No. What about Ness? Was he announced yet still or no?
I think he's unlockable, which is good. There's still unlockable characters. But like Lucas, you know, he's kind of a clone of Ness. If you've never played as him, he's Mother 3 protagonist.
Okay.
Which, you know, thanks Japan. I can see like that being the testing ground. Calling it again. For Lucas to be the testing ground of DLC, where they see if people will buy it.
Right.
And if people buy Lucas, because I know so many people want to play as Lucas. Or Mewtwo. Everyone's freaking out that Mewtwo's not in the game. And they have Lucario instead. I hate Mewtwo. And I see, like, if they put Mewtwo out and everyone buys it, and Nintendo's going to be like, this is how we solve our problems. Nickel and dime everybody. And they make me pay for online amount, because I don't even play online. But, I don't know, I'm over it. Anything to add on DLC bandwagon, because you're supporting it, like the
probably the only reason, because I'm so new to it, since I don't have an Xbox 360.
Don't fall into the trap, Russ. Don't fall into it. It's a bad time.
I just would be upset. It almost gives companies like a get-out-of-jail-free card where they can release a game not caring if it's finished with all the levels because they could always release those later and get more money out of it.
Which is actually... This is going to be one of the longer topics on it because I have a lot to say on DLC. Arkham Origins came out for Wii U, so maybe, hopefully, you got something out of this. Even though it was a really botched port for it because they didn't put the multiplayer in.
Is that the Armored Edition one?
No, that is Arkham City.
That's the one I got.
Arkham Origins is a sequel to that. Or, prequel. I'm sorry. Prequel to the whole Arkham.
Not Blackgate, though, right?
No, Blackgate was the Symphony of the Night-esque 3DS thing.
Okay.
But on Arkham Origins, there's a game-breaking bug, which you've heard. I'm sure you've heard about me rant about it in the store to Carlos. There's a bug in the game where if you fall in this certain pit, it autosaves as you're falling. So when you die, you just go. And when it got brought up to Warner Brothers, the guys that made it, they said they're not going to fix the patch. They're focusing on DLC.
Right.
And that is like the ultimate. I'm not buying that game till it's fixed thing ever. And that's what scares me. It's gotten to the point where we don't even care. Where I'm gonna put $60 down. I don't even know if this game's gonna. And that game's definitely gonna have some kind of re-release. I can see it happening. The Arkham trilogy is gonna come out. Something.
Yeah.
And like things like Skyrim, 60 hours plus all the expansions, and it came out again for $60. Why even bother buying it? You know. I'm sure Mario Kart 8 is gonna have some kind of Game of the Year edition, even though nobody gave Game of the Year yet.
Right.
It's still early. I don't know. I'm over DLC. I can't. Thanks for supporting it, making it worse, Russ.
My first DLC.
All right, this one I don't know. I'm sure you read game reviews, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I mostly watch game reviews. I would say on YouTube.
Do you ever read any, or I mean, I guess you can. I guess you can go with watch.
To see them, I don't know where they're posted. So
I mean, you got your IGNs or Kotaku's.
Yeah.
So. This one's a little outdated right now because there was that whole Phil Fish and Zoe Quinn thing. I'm not going to touch too much on that, but I'm sure you've heard about it.
Yeah.
Where she supposedly, I'm not accusing her, I don't know her, I didn't really follow it, where a lot of these reviewers are friends with developers. And it's gotten to the point where review scores are getting a little, jacked up.
Okay.
So... I don't know, how much would you say you trust a review on a big website like IGN, where they'll be reviewing Call of Duty, and weeks before Call of Duty's out, there's like an ad. I go on IGN occasionally. I'm sorry. There'll be a big ad for Call of Duty 45 trailer before I can even get into the site, and obviously they're paying for the advertisement space now, so IGN makes a buck off it.
Right.
So when it comes time to review the game, they're probably going to be a little biased, no?
Imagine so, yeah.
Pay money for the ad space. You better review our game. If you don't review our game very well, we're not going to get ad space from you again, It creates a cycle. So, I don't know who to trust when I go to review anymore. I mean, I'll watch a gameplay. You got your smaller channels, Mike Tendo, you know Mike.
Yeah.
Classic game room. Mark loves everything. So, I mean, I trust his opinion, but he can make the crappiest game look like it's the best time of my life. But those are mostly older games, so when new things come out, other than this, I know it's going to be good. Like your Mario, your Zelda.
Yeah.
You can't mess that up unless you're Philips CDI. So,
that's all.
Fine, but I don't know. We're going to get a good review, pretty much, other than coming in and asking any of you guys, did you play it?
Yeah, I mean, almost I would say maybe Facebook groups related to gaming. This way you have a gaming community.
People argue way too much on those things. I cannot trust them.
They do. I mean, but you figure this way you're talking to more of a down-to-earth person that they're not being paid, to write this review by a company or, with their reputation on the line or something like that. I can
trust Pro Jared. I like his reviews. He did Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
He gave it pretty fair. But I feel like everyone's got their own agenda when it comes to reviewing something now. Where I know somebody's a Nintendo fan, so most of the time they're going to review it well. Even though, like, Galaxy 2 was a copy cut, really, of Galaxy 1, you know?
Right.
I just don't... it's almost gotten to the point where if I go to anything, I don't know where to go. And the site, I don't know if you use Metacritic at all. Do you?
No, I never heard of that one.
You never heard of
Metacritic?
Metacritic's huge. Oh my God, Russ, you live under a rock. Metacritic pretty much takes every review score and averages it. So IGN and Kotaku, it has a bunch of critic scores that can go on there by themselves. I'm going to die. And it averages out the score.
Okay.
But on the other end of it, again, you have people who have ad space, so IGN's score gets factored into the guys that didn't get an ad. It kind of evens out on one end.
Right.
And then when you're going back to the users, it has the user score section. Because of the anonymity of the internet, anonymousness, how's that for a word? People being the fanboys they are, not that I'm saying I'm excluded in that because being Nintendo. Destiny, alright, good example. Destiny came out on PS4, Xbox One, along with PS3 and Xbox, whatever. There are people on there giving zeros to the Xbox version because they have a PS4. Same game, slightly better graphics. Ooh. And giving 10s to the PS4 version. So, like, now I can't even trust, like, people that have played it because how does the Xbox One version have a 0 that you gave to the PS4 version? Same game. So I don't know who to trust anymore. So I don't know where to go other than your friends.
Shaky waters.
Shaky waters, nothing. I don't know where to go, man. I have to wait for one of my favorite YouTubers to put up a 30-minute review while they're acting. I love their videos, though, I must say. I feel like old games are the only place I can go now because it's been 30 years. Nobody's getting paid for the ad space.
Right.
So I can go pick up NCAA football on Super Nintendo and see if it's good. I'm sure those players are getting paid for that, right? They're still relevant.
I imagine.
I don't know what to go on with. But I don't know. Imagine if you worked for here. Imagine if we put up reviews for the store.
Right.
I'm sure there would be if we got new games in other than the.
You're obviously going to want to, give it a fair review because you're going to want people to buy the game.
But if Nintendo came to you and said, "We'll give you a free copy of New Super Mario Bros. 2 on 3DS if you say it's great," would you do it? You are not going to answer that on camera. It's free.
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna give it a 2 or a 3.
Well, the game would have to not turn on for it to do that.
Right.
Let's be fair.
But if you're getting a free copy to play and they want you to give it a good review, I mean, it's regardless. I'll give it a good review, but you're gonna have to give negative feedback as well. Maybe give it a 9, but then be like, these were the cons.
The issue, there's like a hidden message now, almost, in review scores, where a 7, anything below a 7 now is automatically assumed bad. And 7 out of 10 is good.
Right.
It's a good game. It's not amazing. Got a pretty solid game there. It's just, it seems like anything above that has now been just assumed to be been paid off, and now you have a good game. I like that fan case. You see Chris's where it's got the buttons on the back?
Oh, yeah. I tried to get that one, but
No,
It wouldn't work.
I got one more thing I want your opinion on, and I think we'll close the pilot episode.
Fair enough.
If it's good. More Nintendo opinions, because they're such an angel and I love them. As do you. I'm sure you've bought at least one virtual console game, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying $200 for Earthbound. First off, I don't see why there's not Super Nintendo games on 3DS, but more to the point, I bought Super C. No, Double Dragon, I think, was the example I wanted it, because a big update came around and I thought this was going to happen.
Okay.
Where Double Dragon came out, I bought it on Wii U.
Okay.
And then it got released on the 3DS shop the same day. And I'm thinking, oh, it came out at the same time. Maybe I can buy one, and then I have the other one, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I? Why is there no option? The 3DS or the Wii U is a big 3DS. There's no reason why this shouldn't happen.
Right.
And for some reason, our little angels at Nintendo will not let me buy one version of the game, Russ. And maybe Sony figured it out, and they're losing money. Maybe that's why.
I had the same situation. I want to get Shovel Knight. Everyone says Shovel Knight's awesome.
Haven't played it yet?
It looks awesome. I have yet to play it.
Come on!
Because
Why?
I am undecided if I should buy it for the Wii U or the 3DS.
Personal opinion, go for the Wii U version.
So if I'm going to spend $15 there and then another $15 on the 3DS,
But you shouldn't have to.
Why not make it $20? I get it on both systems.
You shouldn't have to buy it twice. There's so many games where you shouldn't have to buy it twice.
I mean, I wouldn't mind paying the extra $5 to get it on both
stream
systems.
It from one to the other. I don't even have to even have downloaded it. If I was at home when I want to play the 3DS games on my Wii U,
right?
Like even if the 3DS was a controller for the Wii U, something.
Yeah.
Where Nintendo has not figured this out yet. Imagine it even if you can play 3DS games on the Wii U, like actual cartridges.
Yeah.
If there's some kind of streamer adapter. I don't know. Mario Kart 7. You would have been happy if you could just pop it in a little Super Game Boy-esque attachment. No?
Right.
You would have been like, forget Mario Kart 8. I got Mario Kart 7. I'm happy. I can't figure out why. And Shovel Knight's actually the best example because there's a bunch of reviews debating which one is better.
Right.
And I got it for Wii U, and as much as I'm pushing you to get it, I kind of want to play it on the go. But I don't want to spend another $50.
And I just bought another game on the Virtual Console before the Shovel Knight, even though Shovel Knight's in my wish list.
You need to just tell Jess early Christmas gift something. Just let her get it for you.
Just buy it, knock it out over a weekend.
It's worth it.
I have yet to watch the completionist video of it.
It's actually really good. You got really that game's funny too. And for me not to be able to take it on the go and I'm dying for this drink and not be able to show it off to everybody.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. I can't figure out why. If you could play any of the 3DS games on a little attachment for the Wii U, I would be happy. That would sell the system right there. That would fix all Nintendo's woes. If people play Pokemon X and Y on their TV, Russ, money everywhere. People would buy 4 copies.
Just make a slot on the keypad.
No, but they're stupidly putting DS games on the Virtual Console instead. So you gotta go buy Yoshi's Island again.
Yeah.
Which is the only example I have because that's what I really want to play. I love Yoshi's Island. If you got anything else to say on it?
I imagine it's coming. I guess it's in the works. They're tied up with their amiibos.
Those
and
amiibos are going to be the death of it, I'm telling you. It's just not going to work out.
And they're just dabbling now into the download content. So I imagine it's coming. We just don't know when. And we're going to have to...
I really, really hope you're right.
We're going to have to rebuy some stuff to get it on both systems, I would guess.
I don't want to spend $5 for Double Dragon again.
I mean, it could be waiting for the new 3DS. Maybe it has the faster processor that can handle...
If that is, like, the sole reason to get a new 3DS, I will. And I don't care about the stupid name. I don't care about the processor. If I can finally cross-buy, set. I'm sold.
So we'll see. We'll just have to wait.
All right, I think that covers everything on my list this week. Unless you got anything on your mind last minute.
No, I mean, pretty much it was a good conversation.
You're going to just go to sleep, aren't you?
I gotta be at work in a few hours, but whatever.
This work?
Nah, Stop and Shop.
No, I got to be at this work tomorrow morning.
6 a.m.
I got to be in Westport tomorrow.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone.
I'm Console Kev.
I'm Russ Lyman.
See you next week.
Later.
I think we'll swim in. Other than you're not remembering to clear the memory out, Russell. Checking out your muscles there.
You got a little pimple here, sir.
I hate those. Those are the worst. All right, man. I'm gonna start. Definitely needs to be shorter. I will say. I was getting sleepy for a second.
Well, we could.
I will say we should.
Well, with the stuff in between where I stopped and stuff, we probably edit it to an hour.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, we'll see what the finished product be.
45 minutes or
long,
something.
Short. Yeah, man. If you wanna, you don't work Friday, do you?
I gotta work 11 to 3, and I'm supposed to be going to a concert.
What time is the concert at?